Level 1. Members. You wake up at 4 a.m., you don't grab a weapon, you grab a scrub brush. Your job is to clean the toilets. You wash the boss's black car until it shines like a mirror. You run to the store to buy cigarettes for the older guys. You are not a gangster yet. You are a servant. The senior members ignore you. To them, you are just free labor. You make $0. You sleep in a room with 5 other guys. You are hungry, tired, and sore. But you don't complain. You listen, you work, you are waiting for your chance to prove you matter. Level 2. Junior leaders. You're done scrubbing floors. You're a young man now. Basically a junior leader. Your new job is simple. Make money. You run card games and empty warehouses. You visit construction sites to make sure they use your company's trucks. If a rival gang tries to sell on your block, you chase them off. You start to feel important. You buy a shiny suit, you wear sunglasses at night, you have a crew of younger guys who listen to your orders. But there is a catch. The money isn't yours. Every week you have to hand a big pile of cash to your older brother. This is the tax. If you make $5,000, you better give him his share. If you try to hide even $1, you are stealing from the family, and thieves get punished. You are earning, but you are also a target. The police know your face. If a fight breaks out, you are the one getting arrested while the bosses stay home. Level 3. Younger brothers. You are not running around the streets anymore. You're a younger brother now. You earned this spot. Maybe you spent 3 years in prison. You sat in a cold cell and never told the police a thing. You proved you are loyal. Now you're a mentor. You're an uncle to the new recruits. You teach them the rules. You show them how to bow correctly. You show them how to intimidate a store owner without shouting. The level 2 guys bring the money to you. You count it, keep a cut, and then pass the rest up. You have your own territory. Maybe it's a row of bars or a few gambling parlors. You are a manager. But be careful, you're still a soldier. When a rival gang attacks your territory, the boss doesn't call a lawyer. He calls you. You have to remind everyone who's in charge. You grab a metal pipe and gather your toughest guys. You're respected, but you're still the one doing the dirty work. Level 4. Deputy. You are a deputy now. You assist the men in charge of the younger brothers. You aren't fighting in alleys anymore. You're working in an office. You traded your baseball bat for a laptop. You realize now that the family is actually a business. You manage the front companies. Maybe it's a trucking company or a waste disposal firm. To the public, these look like normal jobs, but you know they're used to hide the family's dirty money. You're also in charge of logistics. When the boss needs to travel to a funeral, you plan the route. You decide which armored cars to use. You decide where the bodyguards stand. If everything goes right, nobody notices you. But if the boss is late, it's your fault. You carry 2 cell phones. One is for real work, one is for family work. You never mix them up. You're the one who makes sure the machine keeps running. Level 5. Deputy Headquarters Chief. You are the Deputy HQ Chief. Now, you run the office. You manage the lawyers. When a soldier gets arrested, you don't panic. You pick up the phone. You send the legal team to the police station to get him out. You are also the cleaner, not of bodies, but of secrets. You burn important papers. You wipe computers. You make sure the police never find a paper trail that leads to the boss. Level 6. Underboss Aide. You stand on the balcony of a high-rise apartment. You look down at the city. The lights stretch out for miles. You point to the west of the city. We take that next, you say. You have reached the edge of the inner circle. You are an aide to the underboss. The underboss is the number 2 man in the entire organization. He runs the war. You are his general. Now you control a whole region. You have 5 or 6 crews working under you. They bring you the money and you pass it up to the underboss. Your main job is to make the family bigger. You look at a map. You see a port city run by a smaller, weaker gang. You want it. But you don't just send in guys with bats. You are smarter now. You send in businessmen. You buy the buildings where the rival gang operates. You buy their debts. You squeeze them slowly. You cut off their money. Then they get desperate. This is where you set up a meeting. You sit in a quiet tea house with the rival leader. You pour him tea and smile. Join us, you say, or disappear. Most of them join. You take their territory without firing a single shot. You drive a foreign luxury car. You wear suits that cost more than your first car. You are powerful. But you have to be careful. The underboss is watching you closely. He demands total loyalty. If you get too popular, or if you make too much money, he might think you're trying to take his job. You have to shine, but not too bright. You are a warlord, but you still have a master. Level 7. Operations Chief. On the table in front of you, there is a map of the city. There are also 3 black pistols. They are clean. This means they have never been used in a crime before. You are the operations chief. The time for talking is over. A rival family from the west has invaded your turf. They took out 2 of your men yesterday. Now you have to hit back. You are not the one pulling the trigger anymore. You are too valuable for that. You are the one who decides who lives and who disappears. 3 young men stand in front of you. They look nervous. You hand them the weapons and give them a photo of a man. He's eating dinner at the steakhouse on 3rd Street, you say. Go. Don't come back until it's done. They leave, you wait. You turn on a police scanner. It's a radio that lets you hear what the cops are saying. That's when you hear it. Shots fired on 3rd Street, all units respond. You look at your watch. Your guys have 3 minutes to get out before the police surround the block. Your phone buzzes. It's the team leader. We are stuck, he whispers. A police car is blocking the bridge. You have to think fast. You look at the map. You are playing a chess game with real lives. Ditch the car, you order. Run through the subway tunnel. I will have a clean car waiting on the other side. You make a phone call to another crew. You tell them to start a fight in a bar on the other side of town. It's a distraction. The police cars turn around to handle the bar fight. The road opens up, your hit team escapes. You don't sleep for 3 days. You drink black coffee and chain smoke. You send out more teams. You defend your streets block by block. It's brutal. You have to be ruthless. If a low-level soldier gets caught, you let him go to jail to protect the rest of the family. Finally, the news comes in. The rival boss has fled the city. The war is over. You just won. Level 8. Underboss. You walk into the boardroom. 20 men in expensive suits stand up instantly. They bow low and do not move until you sit down. You are the underboss. The boss is the king, but you're like the prime minister. You run the daily business. You are the CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation. You look at the financial reports on the table. The construction crews in the north are short on their payments. The gambling dens in the south are making excuses. You don't accept excuses. You pick up a heavy glass ashtray and hurl